So module number 9, now we're asking ourselves, where do we sell our products? So the three main platforms are Shopify, Etsy, and Amazon. Here I want you to understand the difference between three platforms, the pros, the cons. So I'm going to go briefly around the pros and cons for each platform. And you can always go back to the slides if you want to go more in depth. So the reason why we actually go with Shopify as our main platform to build our Muslim e-com brand is because by using Shopify, you're able to create a unique branded online store. A thing that you can't do on Etsy or Amazon. That's the first thing. Second thing is the scalability. So Shopify grows with you. So the good thing is you start saving on processing fees. The more you scale and the more you grow your business, you can also open global stores, different regions in the world. And the ecosystem that it provides, the apps like the one we're using with our vetted partners, they all have built-in apps that integrate. So you remove all the challenges that you usually get with the WordPress, programming and coding. Everything is integrated. The user experience is amazing. And also their customer service is top notch, 24 hours, 7 days customer service. And then the speed and security. Shopify store, now they have improved their themes. So the stores load very fast and you have a good security. You will see way more less issues with hacking compared to WooCommerce, let's say. The only con is if you're using an external payment processor, like if you want to connect your Stripe or whatever payment processor to your store, there is an extra fee that adds up. But in our case, we just use Shopify payments and save on those extra fees. Etsy, now let's talk about Etsy. Etsy is a marketplace. So that means they already have traffic. So they have traffic that are looking for specific handmade, unique vintage items. That's how Etsy was built around this exact client avatar. Handmade, unique, and vintage items. But it grew to print on demand. You can find skincare products and a lot of also canvas, apparel, lifestyle, merchandise. The good thing, it's easy. It takes 3 minutes to set up your store. Cons is you have limited customization. Like all the stores look the same. You cannot stand out. There is a lot of competition, obviously, and their transaction fees are super high. And then you have Amazon. Amazon, amazing, massive audience, trusted source, high conversion rate. People trust Amazon. Obviously, the checkout process takes 2 seconds to check out, especially if you have a Prime account. All your data is already stored there. And you have Amazon that takes care of all the fulfillment for you. Now let's talk about the cons. The cons is high competition, super high competition. The fees, the Amazon fulfillment fees, processing fees, it adds up sometimes between 15 to 30%. And seller policies, a lot of nightmare stories with Amazon sellers that wake up and find their store closed. And then you see Amazon creating the same product and branding it as actually Amazon product. It happens to a lot of bestsellers. Whenever you crack the code, you find a good niche, great product, Amazon can actually take the same product and brand it and close your store. That's one of the bad things about Amazon, except that you don't own your data on Amazon. You don't have the email, the phone number, or the addresses of your customers. So you cannot remarket them. You cannot send them. You cannot do promotions and build your list. On Etsy, you can have access to the email list. You can plug an email software to send newsletters, to send promotions, campaigns, collect reviews. Shopify, you own your data. That's the good thing. You own your entire data. And if in the future you want to exit your brand, which I highly recommend, if you're looking for a high 7-figure or 8-figure payout in the next few years after you scale your brand and you're looking to start something else or just retire, when you look at in the space of the M&A, mergers, acquisitions, private equity firms and family offices, they pay extra for Shopify brands because it has the assets, which are the data of your customers, and you have different traffic sources. You can have organic, you can have Instagram, and you can then, when you have a strong brand, I would recommend actually adding your Etsy and Amazon as extra channels, but not as a primary channel. You want your Shopify to be your primary channel, and you can add your Etsy shop, your Amazon, and your TikTok shop as well, and list all your products on these platforms. Those are going to add extra revenue for you. But you want to build your brand mainly on Shopify. And the 3 vetted partners that we went through on the previous model, they all have Shopify apps built in, integrated. And when you open your Etsy automation Amazon, they will take care of actually fulfilling even the orders that come from Amazon, Etsy, or TikTok shop for some of the products. So it's amazing that you can centralize everything and run your business on the go. Even on your mobile app, you can run your store on your mobile app. Alhamdulillah. So that's for the module 9.